Why, hello there, it is 53 days until Elden Ring comes out on February 25th, 2022, and this is the Elden Wait Countdown, where every day I read another item description from the network test to make the wait just a little bit shorter. Let's get into it. So today is actually going to be a double because I missed day 54, so this will be a combination of day 54 and 53, and it will be rounding out our item descriptions that talk about the Golden Order, and we will start with the Litany of Proper Death, which is an incantation which says, an incantation used by Golden Order fundamentalists produces an arc of gold that deals holy damage. This incantation is especially damaging to those who've lived beyond death. Any felled by this incantation cannot be revived. These fundamentals hold that through study guided by the laws of the Golden Order, knowledge itself is the root of holiness. So this is an incantation of the Golden Order fundamentalists, and the Golden Order is how the demigods applied concepts of order and discipline, according to the recent Edge interview with From Software president Hidetaka Miyazaki. The laws of the Golden Order would then be the rules by which the demigods described and enforced these concepts. So basically, these fundamentalists believed being holy was done by adhering to these laws in their study. And one way in which the fundamentalists adhered and enforced the Golden Order was to make sure those who died were dead and stayed dead. And this segues nicely into our second item description today to continue the conversation, and that is with the Holy Water Pot. And the Holy Water Pot says, craftable item prepared using a cracked pot. Incantations of the Golden Order have been sealed inside. Consumes FP. Throw at enemy to inflict holy damage. Holy water causes significant damage to those who have lived beyond death, and prevents them from rising again. The Golden Order has no mercy for those who trespass beyond life's bounds. So first of all, it feels a bit ironic that we're using cracked pots, a vessel that was part of a bygone study into immortality, in order to contain an incantation that brings death to the undead. Like the Litany of Proper Death, the Holy Water Pot does holy damage and prevents undead from rising again. At least in theory, because in the network test, this didn't seem to be the case for me. And we have stated here more bluntly that the Golden Order does not like people living beyond death, and I would imagine that part of the laws of the Golden Order is that people must die, with some exceptions I'll talk about in a moment. Before that, I wanted to note that the sigil for this incantation is different from the Litany of Proper Death sigil. This is speculation, but I think that although they functionally do the same thing, the Holy Water Pot incantation is a general Golden Order incantation, while the Litany of Proper Death is a Golden Order fundamentalist incantation. Both sigils share the overlapping rings we've seen represent the Golden Order, but the Holy Water Pot is set within what looks like a representation of the Erd Tree, and the Litany of Proper Death sigil also contains an overlapping triangle. The last thing I want to throw out there is that while the Golden Order promoted the life cycle, it doesn't seem like it was necessarily applied to the demigods, and certainly not to the eternal God Queen Marika. And I just wonder why that is. Perhaps that's what's natural for humans and the Golden Order recognizes that it needs to be adhered to, but given the abundance of dungeons containing bodies being absorbed into roots, I can't help but at least throw out there that if the Erd Tree is fed by the dead, it would be convenient that people need to die and stop doing all this immortality research we've heard about from the Dragonkin, the Cracked Pots, and Rhea Lucaria. Again, I'm not sure how strongly I think this is to be the case, but I thought it was worth noting. And there you have it, day 53. It is 53 days until Elden Ring comes out, and I am very excited. It is next month, and I still cannot get over it. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. And if you want more item description content leading up to Elden Ring and you want more lore content after the release of Elden Ring, please consider subscribing to the Lore Hunter. Thanks for watching.